Here's a sentence I never thought I'd say. I did an interview with Serbian media outlets on Monday, and then my Instagram messages were filled with death threats. God, what am I doing? Anyways, guys, I got the video attached here. This all comes from the alleged use of an LRAD machine on the protesters, if you remember that video. I did a follow-up video, and then I didn't even realize, like, I'm all over Serbian media right now. Like, in their tabloids, which is controlled by their president, so Vivic knows who I am. My car got broken into last week, too. Anyways, I'm going to play, it's a full 8-minute interview. I'm just going to put the whole thing there so you guys can see the uncut, full thing. But I would really encourage y'all to listen to this. I think I nailed it. I prepared for it. It's a wild ride, but I had to take a couple days off because I was honestly scared for my safety. So if you guys do want to support the channel, and here's the thing, I say it in the interview, but I'm going to say it again. Why is it on me to raise awareness about these things? What about CBC, Canadians' publicly funded broadcast news network? Hundreds of millions of dollars they get. They don't mention this stuff. But like, here I am, random content creator. I'm not even a journalist. I regurgitate fucking news that most people don't see. Like, sometimes we do accidental journalism. But like, yeah, CBC, where you at? CTV, CNN, Fox, where are you guys at? You want to talk about this shit? Or you just want to keep stoking the fire of division? Rhetorical question. Anyways, guys, here's the interview. Let me know what you think, and share this one. Pump it out there, because actually we've been getting, I don't know, it's hit or miss depending on the day, but Instagram. Remember when Zuckerberg said censorship was done? That was a good one. Anyways, enjoy.
John, thank you very much for speaking to N1.
Hello, my friend. Thank you for having me on.
You are like a star in Serbian media after you published the story on Serbia and everything that happened with the tabloids afterwards. But what made you interested in Serbia in the first place?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would also say something that came about very unexpectedly. I'm sure you're aware I'm over here in Canada. So, yeah, basically, I want to start by just saying I want to send my condolences to the 16 lives that were lost at the Novi Sad building collapse. Obviously, a real tragedy. And from what I can tell, one of the catalysts in these protests we're seeing throughout Serbia in the streets of Belgrade. So I saw the footage of what happened at the protest on March 15th. It almost had a paranormal vibe to it. It was nothing I had ever seen before. The way the crowd dispersed, like shocking to me. Obviously, there's lots of talk, throughout governments around the world about new age weapons, these things which governments have been spent, billions of dollars of our tax dollars developing. And you would like to think that you'd be safe from your own government using these weapons against you. However, that does not seem to be the case.
And what made you even more interested was when you published a video of what the Serbian government reactions were. First saying that they don't have the sound cannon, then that they do have it, but that they haven't used it. And you used the footage and the photos that were published in Serbian independent media. And that brought even more comments to your video, right?
Yeah, so that was when I believe the tabloids got involved there in Serbia. I don't even know how many tabloids my face is in right now. I know it's more than one. So frankly, it's an absolute fabrication. If you zoom in on the rate sheet that they provided, by the way, those numbers are not real. And for the record, I want to make it unequivocally clear that I took no money from anyone to make those posts. Yes, my channel is a business and I run ads. The ads I run are very obviously ads. There was no mention of any product. No money was to exchange hands. I have no political prerogative except to the people of Serbia and the people of the world, frankly. We are facing unprecedented challenges with government and lack of transparency. It's a worldwide problem. You can look at Macedonia with their building collapse recently, which had 50 people perish. You can look at Indonesia with the earthquake last week, over the weekend with the Chinese built buildings collapsing again. So we're seeing a theme here. It looks like oversight and safety is being discarded for profit upon the backs of the people of the world. So that's the bottom line. I think I mentioned to you, if you actually take the rate sheet that was published in the tabloids and zoom in on it, you will see that it is AI generated, and that is not, in fact, a picture of me. It looks like a robot mutant version of me. So the entire story that was published in the tabloids is completely fictional. It's a work of fiction.
Yeah, let's just remind our viewers that the tabloids mentioning you got $6,000 for posting that video. So how did you feel after you saw that? After the people from Serbia sent you those links from the tabloids?
It was definitely a bit of a shock, but at the same time, the support and the flat out just appreciation that I got from the people of Serbia. I mean, that's what keeps me going. Frankly, governments are going to do what they do. They can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, it's the opinion of the people that I'm more interested in, my friend.
And what you actually did is to bring awareness to what is happening in Serbia, because your video has been seen millions of times. And people around the world actually saw what's going on in Serbia in other circumstances. Only, media like CNN or Reuters or AP would broadcast what's happening. But due to the new media and YouTubers and influencers, the situation and what's going on in the world is now closer to the million of viewers. And you are using that channel not just for ads, but also to bring awareness to what's happening in the world.
Yeah, we try our best. At the end of the day, I am just a content creator. Obviously, this is something the entire world should be aware is happening. The situation in Serbia. I mean, you haven't had crowds like this in the streets of Belgrade since the downfall of Milosevic back in the early 2000s. You have giant protests, across the world right now. You have protests in Bosnia, protests in Serbia, massive protests all the way in Turkey. No matter where you are, you have people upset with their government. And at the end of the day, these corrupt governments across the world, it's never the people in power that suffer. It's always the same people. It's us, the everyday people, the citizens of the countries around the world. So I would just add, it seems kind of tragic and sad to me that it's on me, a single content creator, to bring attention to these issues when, my government funds a publicly broadcasted, syndicated news network here, hundreds of millions of dollars, and yet you don't see a single story from them coming out about these things, about the LRAD devices. So I'm just waiting for them to get involved and maybe pick up the slack. Until then, I guess it falls, which, is a tragic thing in my opinion.
And just for the end, when the tabloids cover this interview, how much are you going to charge us for this interview? It's like 4 or 5 minutes long.
Yeah, so I am very interested to see the reaction that comes after this. But at the end of the day, I think if you actually listen to the words I'm saying, I just want to make one thing clear. At the end of the day, all the people of Serbia, I want the same thing I want for everyone around the world, regardless of your political affiliations. I think we all deserve a fair chance at a decent life. And at the end of the day, that's really all I'm here trying to do is point out, I'm trying to point out issues that I see occurring that to me are warnings that we've learned from literature and from history. These things, we've seen them before. We've seen them play out before throughout history. And all I try and do is warn the people of the world about potential infringements by their governments. So that's all we're trying to do here. There's no political prerogative.
It's very clear. John, thank you very much for speaking to N1.
Hey, stay safe over there, my friends. Thank you.
Thank you.